Okay, so today we're going to look into how to perform operations involving imaginary numbers, in other words, complex numbers where you have your expression in a plus bi form. So let's look into a very basic addition problem here. So 6 plus 2i plus 8 minus 5i. Okay, so just like regular rule of algebra, let's get rid of the parentheses. So 6 plus 2i is addition, my operation, so I'm going to write down plus 8 minus 5i. Well, here, basic rule of algebra, combine like terms, 6 plus 8, and then negative 2i, negative 5i. 6 plus 8 gives me 14. 2i and negative 5i is a negative 3i, and that would be my answer. Okay, next up we have, let's say, a subtraction problem. So let's say I'm given negative 1 minus 4i minus 6 minus 2i. Okay, what do I do here? Again, get rid of the parentheses. So I'm going to have negative 1 minus 4i. Watch out here, it's a negative sign, so I'm going to distribute negative 6, and the negative times the negative is a positive 2i. Combine like terms, negative 1 and negative 6, giving me negative 7. Negative 4i plus 2i is a minus 2i, and that is my answer. Okay, so you guys can see it here. All right, next step, going to slightly go towards multiplication. Let's say I'm given 1 minus 7i squared. Okay, what does that mean? That actually means that I'm multiplying 1 minus 7i 2 times. Okay, so this is multiplication, and we know the whole FOIL method, or you can use box method. So the whole idea is every term gets to meet the other term. So what does it mean? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times negative 7i is a negative 7i. And then negative 7i times 1 is negative 7i. And negative 7i times negative 7i is a 7 times 7 is 49. So plus 49i squared. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to combine like terms. These two are my like term. So I'm going to have negative 1 minus 14i, because I'm adding negative 7i and negative 7i. Then I have 49i squared. Okay, what did we learn in the previous video about the value of I squared? I squared, as we know, it's negative 1. So that will be 14i plus 49 times negative 1. Let's substitute that in, giving me 1 minus 14i. Negative 1 times 49 is a negative 49. And combine like terms, really giving me negative 48 minus 14i. And that is my answer. Okay. Now quickly, let's say you're given let's see, 5 plus 2i times 5 minus 2i. Okay, I'm multiplying again, but hang on a second. I see this is difference of 2 squared, like a plus b times a minus b. So my answer is going to be a squared minus b squared. So the b is 2i squared. And let's do this. 5 times 5 is 25, minus 2 times 2 is 4, I times I is I squared, so 4i squared. Hey, we know what I squared is, which is negative 1, so let's substitute that in. Minus 4 times negative 1 equals 25 plus 4, which equals to 29, and that's about it. Pretty much performing operations of complex numbers that includes imaginary unit in it, so anything which is in a plus bi form. And if you get a number like this, then this is a real solution to the expression. But if you get something, the answer like in a plus bi form, like here, then yeah, that's not our real solution, it's an imaginary solution. And that was the whole idea. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. Goodbye.